from the base, when a young man is in kindergarten or 8th grade, how do we address the issues that are not just from the young man, but the perception that that public education may have of him, that he may not be able to go on to college, or that his community may not see him as potentially a high school graduate, college graduate, or successful? How do you change the mindset of the community, of the educational arena, even the community? How do you help get them to the next level?
You said quickly, so you eliminated me from the discussion when you said quickly.
I do think that one of the things that needs to happen in a community is that communities get good information. Just good, basic information about what to expect in the schools, what is expected of them. We try to educate parents and community members on the right kinds of questions to ask when they go to a school. You know, it's not good enough just to get people to go to a school. You know, all the time people are talking about we need to get more parent involvement, more people coming to the schools. But you can get people coming to the schools, but not knowing what to ask once they get there. So we are really trying to educate parents to ask some pretty specific questions, and this will help young people. A question like, on what grade level is my child being taught? When we throw that question out to community members, so often they will say, Marvin, that's a crazy question. I know my child's in the 5th grade. And I will say, that's not the question. The question is, on what grade level is my child being taught? Because when you pull back the covers, what you're going to find out is many children, in particular African-American children, are being taught below grade level.
Yes.
So if they're being taught 3rd grade work and they're in the 5th grade, no one from the Department of Public Instruction is going to call a school and ask, how many children in your 5th grade are you teaching 3rd grade work? And we're going to send that child a 3rd grade test. That child is getting a 5th grade test. So it's critically important for a community to ask the question, on what grade level is my child being taught? That raises the level of expectation. And if I can lead with one thing, and that is, make sure that children are in the most rigorous courses possible. We have too many children who are in weak, watered-down courses. They are graduating perhaps with a diploma, but they don't know anything. So therefore, when they come to the community college, or when they go to the university system, if they're able to get in, they are then in remedial courses. And that's why community colleges and universities struggle so much, because the children aren't well prepared. The State Board of Education eliminated some of those courses of study, college tech prep, those are gone. And the reason they're gone is because many of our children were taking courses of study that led them to a dead-end street. So when they got to the time of graduation, now they want to go and be an Aggie or be an Eagle, and they can't because they didn't take the right courses. So that starts early, helping children to understand and helping parents to understand that course decision makes a difference.
How many of you are parents? Well, I guess my question is, I remember my mother and father, they could, I don't know if my father could, and I think my mother finished high school, but they had some beliefs in education, and whatever Miss Thompson said that I had to do, I had to do. So I want to know, community, what are your core beliefs? do you really believe in making our children live up to the standards that we talk about? Or will we make excuses for not living up to those standards? When I first went to Halifax County, they invited me to a place called Kip Pride High School. And they said, well, it's one of those charter schools, etc., and they had all the reasons that they were being successful. Well, I saw the bus at 5:30 in the evening on Wednesday with students on it just getting home. Then I saw them on Saturday morning going to Kip Pride for more academic work. Now, are we willing to make our students do that? Are we willing to put in that type of time? Because obviously, that's what it takes. And so if we aren't willing to do that as parents, as teachers, as educators, as a community, you know, we're blowing smoke in each other's ears. And the other thing, I went to, they invited me back, and there was a concert, 2 o'clock in the day, and there were, a place, I guess they had 500 people